right. There we go. We're good to go, and we're live. Oh, there we go. We gotta get back to our normal spots. It just doesn't feel right if we're not.
It only feels right when I'm on the right side.
Awesome. Well, we've got a good one for you guys tonight. We have Olympic trivia in the spirit of the Olympic Games, which are still going on. How much longer are they even going on for?
Going on until the 8th, so next Sunday.
Okay, I was going to say, I think we've got a little less than a week, right? So in the spirit of the Olympics, we are going to do some Olympic trivia. So we've got a good one prepped.
Yeah, every single one is actually Summer Olympics, except for one. Kyle had to throw it in there just because.
Oh, yeah. Gotta throw it in. I mean, it's probably the most important Olympic event in history. So,
wow, let's not overstate that at all. But it took down communism, people.
What's that?
I said it took down communism, people.
That's right.
I feel like that's the importance you're placing upon this. So,
so we'll give it a couple minutes here. Let everybody hop on right now and everything. So you want to let them know, anybody that's watching this after the fact, or just anybody that's brand new, Dan?
Yeah, so guys, everyone that is watching right now, if you're not watching right now, we get, like I said, we're getting hundreds, if not thousands for each video we're getting to watch after the fact. Join us every Monday night and every Wednesday night. We are live, and every Monday night we do a themed one. Like today's the Olympics. We've done movie, we've done Disney, we've done foods of the world. Ducks fly together, yes.
Comment of the night right there.
And then, so join us live. It's a lot of fun to play together. But I also understand if you can't make it, you got to watch on your own time. That's cool too. I know a lot of people are doing that. So we're quickly climbing subscribers on here too. So if you guys are subbing on here, go ahead and watch us. Watch us live. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to play.
If you're not subbed yet, what are you doing?
Yeah,
just sub to the channel. Once we're able to monetize, we're going to give out some pretty sweet prizes. So
absolutely. Hopefully by the end of the month. That's where we're planning. The end of April or the end of August. Jesus, I don't even know what month it is. The end of August, we'll hopefully be able to do it. The funny thing is, I've talked to a lot of people so far, and I've told them what we're doing, and a lot of people don't think they're going to do well with Olympic trivia, and I find that interesting. I said Kyle and I really don't know a lot, but we made up the questions. Actually, I made a lot of these questions. I'm not sure if Kyle's going to get some of these, so we'll see.
I was going to say you made a lot of them.
So I think we're gonna get started. What do you think?
I think we're good to go. You want to do first, or you want to do round 1, 3, and 5 this time, and I'll do 2 and 4.
It works for me. Let's do it.
All right, give me 2 seconds here. All right, and let me get that all good. We're good there. Let's start it. Okay.
And I promise we double-checked every round is different this time.
Yes.
All right, here we go. I got my pad and pen. Keeping track. Remember, the top 3 for each round place 1 point. People with the most points are going to win the game. So, and I do have a tiebreaker question ready already. So, I'm sure it's going to count down again. Let's see.
Oh yes, that's the way this game looks.
Oh no, here we go. Not ready. Question number 1: prior to Usain Bolt winning the 100-meter and 200-meter races in 2008, who was the last sprinter to win both in a single Olympic game? Is it Michael Johnson? Can't see that. Carl Lewis, Yohan Blake. Let me take that down here. Justin Gatlin. Sorry. You did this one. Kyle did the first round. I'm going to be honest. The sprinting one, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not really good with the sprinters.
So I would have actually gotten this wrong. I thought it was Michael Johnson because I know he was the fastest man in the world pretty much up until Usain Bolt. I think that's who he actually broke. I think he broke Michael Johnson's record. Like the 96 Olympics, I think in Atlanta is when he did it. But it was actually Carl Lewis all the way back in 84.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He would have been my second guess. But I really thought it was Michael Johnson.
Okay.
I had to double check the answer on it just to make sure because I put down Michael Johnson as the answer. I'm like, oh, never mind.
All right, question number 2. In 2008, Michael Phelps made history by beating Mark Spitz's record of gold medals in a single game. How many did Spitz win? Was it 6 medals, 7, 8, or 9? See, I find it easier because I know Mark Spitz's amount, and I always And that's, to me, the way I remember it, because it's a very specific number. Obviously, they're all specific numbers, but it's a number I can remember.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Mark Spitz won 7 gold medals, and Michael Phelps won 8. That's amazing. You know, I mean, even to win 1 gold medal is amazing, but to win 8 in one, 8 gold medals in one Olympic is just amazing.
Well, even the guy this year, the swimmer there, Dressel, the fact that he's won 5 gold is pretty incredible.
Or excuse me, I don't know why I said Mark Spitz. Mark Spitz won 6. I'm sorry, Michael Phelps won 7. Is that correct?
No, Phelps won 8. Spitz won 7.
Well, the answer is a little incorrect here, Kyle.
No, I said how many did Spitz win?
Oh my gosh, I'm a big dum-dum. Don't listen to me, everybody. Jeez. Question number 3. Who did the U.S. men's hockey team defeat? Kyle couldn't help himself. In the final of the 1980 Winter Olympics. In the final, the Soviet Union, Finland, Sweden, or West Germany. I'm going to be honest.
I got a bunch of people on this one right here, guys.
I didn't know this.
The final was not the Soviets. They beat the Soviets in the semis. They actually defeated Finland in the final.
You know, the funny thing is that I was talking to Kyle. The movie Miracle, literally, they don't give a shit about the final. They're like, oh yeah, it's like literally.
They literally do like a little voiceover for it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we beat Finland in the finals. Nobody cares about that, but we beat the Russians. Man,
I had a feeling I might get a bunch of people on that one right there. So Sweden was their first game. They tied them with like a minute or two to go. But yes, the Soviets are the one everybody remembers, but that was the semis.
Yep. All right, it's the only winter one, I promise. Question number 4. An Olympic gold medal is made up primarily of what material? Gold, bronze, nickel, or silver? This is an interesting one. I did not know this.
I didn't either. When I came up with the question, I think I did the first round, and you might have done all the other ones, if I remember.
Yeah,
right.
Something like that. So I think it was up until 1912 they actually made them. So it wasn't very few. It was only a few Olympic games they actually made them with all gold, and before and after that they used silver.
Yep.
And I wonder why. I mean, obviously from the cost standpoint, but as far as why not like bronze underneath, or why not like something cheaper like nickel?
So I think it's actually said that like they're like 92-point-something% silver.
Yeah. For how much the Olympic Committee gets like paid and stuff to do the Olympics, do you think they could afford just to choose gold? Last question of the round. How old was Katie Ledecky when she won her first gold medal? 17, 15, 19, or 21? This is her second Olympics, or is this her third?
This is her
third, right?
Yeah,
because she was Rio and London. Wow.
So first off, you have to know who Katie Ledecky is, which I'm assuming most people probably do at this point.
So she was 15 years old, and I believe Michael Phelps was 15 as well when he was in 2004 in Athens. So that's just, I mean, imagine being a sophomore in high school.
No, Phelps was the 2000 Olympics was when.
Oh, excuse me, 2000 Olympics
medal, I think.
So, yeah, imagine being a sophomore in high school and being on the world stage like that. That's pretty crazy. All right, so what do we got here? That's the end of the round. We had a lot of disparity here. A lot of the questions. So
I don't think there was anybody that got all of them right.
I don't think so, no. So it looks like Dirk had the most with 4, so he gets 1. Sean gets 1. And Cedar Sense gets 1 as well.
Oh, guys, also for some reason, we noticed this the last time. If you're on the Facebook page playing, switch over to YouTube and play on there, because I do see a few people's comments that are showing up on here that have been answering, and they're not showing up on this. So for some reason, this software, even though it allows you to stream to both, it only counts answers from YouTube. So there should be a link right in the group. Switch over to the YouTube channel and watch it on there, and then you should be able to show up on here, because I do see a couple of people.
All right, so we got round number 2. I'll let you go ahead and do that one, Kyle.
These are all Dan questions, I think.
Yeah, these are the super awesome questions. And I was talking to a few people, and a lot of people like the Winter Olympics more. I'm going to be honest. I don't know which one people watch more, but I'm definitely a Summer Olympics guy, much more. I don't ever watch the winter ones. I find that much more boring.
I enjoy watching both. Depends on the sport, I think, for me. Okay. Number one, when were gold, silver, and bronze medals first introduced? 1908, 1912, 1900, 1904.
You know, I made this question, and I can't remember which one. Buff Edit says curling is GOAT. Man, curling, you know, I feel like if anyone was going to get it, I don't know, it's probably a lot harder than it actually looks, but if I was going to do Olympics or something.
Sport, I feel like it's the one sport you don't need to be in incredible shape for, though.
Yeah, there's a few, though. There's a few. You got, like, shooting. I don't think you really need
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's kind of like being a punter or a kicker in the NFL, but there's some of them that are really jacked.
True. Wow, we got everyone on that one. All right.
The anti-social right there. So a social would be if everybody gets the right answer. And normally if you have a drink with you, then you would take a drink of it. I don't know what you do for an anti-social.
Be sad.
I don't know. All right, number two. In the opening ceremony, which country's athletes lead the procession? Greece, the host country, the U.S., or none of the above?
I believe I know this one. Oh, boy.
A lot of ones and twos. Do you remember, Dan?
I believe it's the host country. And I believe...
No, it's Greece.
Oh, the host country comes last.
The host country leads the closing ceremony.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Greece, obviously, because the Olympics originated there. Oh, no, see? You were wrong. I told you I remembered.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was Greece that does the...
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
See, guys, even we're not very good with the Olympic questions.
I was shocked at how difficult it was to come up with questions. All right, number three. How many overall medals has Michael Phelps won? 20, 22, none of the above, or 24?
For gold medal, correct?
No, total.
Total medals. See? How many gold medals?
See how it says overall right in the question?
Yeah, I just want to make sure. You know, I wrote these questions, but apparently my brain wasn't actually there when I wrote them.
So this right here, Mitch got it. It actually is. Dan and I thought it would be fun since I always put none of the above in there and it's never the answer. This actually is none of the above. He is 123. So Mitch did get it.
Wow. 23.
We got him with that one.
Do you think after a while that just gets you don't get the same I don't know, excitement after when you're like,
I don't know, I'm pretty sure I still feel like a boss every time.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, which country has hosted the most Olympic Summer Games? Russia, U.S., Japan, Germany. Dude, I learned so much about the Olympics when we were researching these questions.
Yeah, I did too.
Do you remember who this is, Dan?
It's the U.S. of A.
It is.
America's great.
Four times, I think, right? And then in 2028, it'll be 5.
Yeah. It's going to be in L.A. again, right, in 2028?
That's what I was just going to ask. Does anybody actually know where it is?
Well, sorry, I ruined your question. But yes, look, I believe Japan actually is in second place with that.
I think you're right. Yeah.
On as far as the countries we listed. All right, final question of the round.
Here we go. Which winter sport was originally part of the Summer Olympics? Speed skating, hockey, bobsled, or figure skating?
This is a really, really interesting question. Never would have known this.
I feel like for me, I'd be able to narrow it down to 2 very quickly, and I won't give that away until...
I would totally pick bobsledding only because I know it's not the answer. I would have picked bobsledding just because of cool runnings.
Oh, definitely. So I would have narrowed it down to number 1 and 4 pretty quickly, just because like hockey's always a winter sport. Even like NHL and stuff like that, like it's always played in the winter. And bobsledding obviously needs to be cold.
We got everyone on this. We fooled everybody. It is figure skate. Figure skating was originally.
Man, we came up with some good questions.
Whoever would have thought? Why? Like why? Why was that a summer thing? I don't know. All right, let's see what Cool Runnings. Yeah, dude, Cool Runnings is go.
Look at that with 2 questions right. We've got that's awesome.
We got some toughies on here. All right, looks like Steph is on the board. Sean gets another one. Ian Tess is on the board. All with the magical number 2. All right, so what do we got? Round number 3.
Round 3. I like the random ones too. Instead of having them like by sport or like anything like that, I like having them random.
I have one in here for people that know me that's specific to one of the greatest sports of all time, table tennis.
I do enjoy some table tennis.
I believe it's
I haven't played in a long time.
I'm pretty sure it's this round.
I think you might be right.
Come on, baby. What we got here? Question number 1. Which former athlete lit the Olympic torch in the 1996 Summer Games? Michael Jordan, Carl Lewis, Muhammad Ali, or Mark Spitz? Honestly, I think if we did specific sports, we'd have had a hard time because one, how do you pick just 4 sports? There's like 50 sports in the Summer Olympics. I don't think it's that many, but there's a lot.
Almost everybody getting this. So, guys, if you know me, this is definitely a Kyle question right here. So,
yeah, I wrote it.
Huge Muhammad Ali fan. And yes, it was Ali that lit the torch.
Why did they have him light the torch? Is there a specific reason, or just because it's Muhammad Ali?
I think mainly. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Just curious. Okay. I feel like there we go. I was just going to say it's like jumping around a little bit. Question number 2. What basketball player was infamously excluded from the 1992 Dream Team? Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, or Larry Bird? So if you watch,
a tricky question. If you watch The Last Dance, you'll definitely know.
And if you know your timelines of when players have played and players are retired, it's a tough one. So Larry Bird actually came out of retirement to play for the Dream Team. Isaiah Thomas was excluded because basically he's a big asshole and no one wanted to play with him.
Yep.
So because he was on the Bad Boy Pistons team.
I was say the Bulls had beef with the Bad Boy Lakers, and Isaiah Thomas was kind of the main attraction for that. So, which is interesting too, because wasn't Chuck Daly the coach of the Dream Team?
Yeah, Chuck Daly was the head coach.
He was the Pistons coach. So. Yeah. But yeah, Dan's right. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson both came out of retirement to play. Larry had a really bad back too, didn't he?
He did, but dude, Larry Legend is just alpha.
He's a beast.
Question number 3. Which country has the most gold medals in table tennis? The USA, Sweden, Switzerland, or China? So I made sure to include countries that are very good at racket sports, Sweden and Switzerland. The USA just wins a bunch of medals, and China wins a bunch of medals. So I feel like this is kind of this could go either way. Everyone's picking China. It is China. They have won, and it's not even close. They have won, I think it was like 50-something gold medals or something for table tennis and men and women's. Like the next closest country is, I think, Sweden. I think is on there, and they've won like 5. Or so it's ridiculous.
The U.S. even on the board?
I don't think so.
Well, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Curtis says Sweden. Curtis, you know what? I'm sorry that I was typing these 25 questions out and I had a few typos. I'm sorry. Doesn't have spell check on here. All right. Question number 4: What USA swimmer lied to police about being robbed during the 2016 Olympics in Rio? Michael Phelps, Ryan Lochte, Caleb Dressel, or Adam Peaty? And Kyle and I did not know.
I couldn't remember what he was arrested for. As soon as you made the question, I knew instantly who it was. I couldn't remember the reason that he got arrested.
And the reason he did it, from what we had to look it up, was because him and some other swimmers, it's Ryan Lochte, and his reputation's been tarnished pretty much since then. They got drunk the one night and trashed a convenience store, and then lied about it to the police and said they got held at gunpoint. Very just bizarre. Kind of blew up in their face on that one. But yeah, it looks like everyone. I feel like that's what everyone remembers from the Rio Olympics more than anything else. Is that whole lying situation with that? It's just very odd. All right, last question of the third round. Who was the first African American to win a gold medal? Is it Jesse Owens, Wilma Rudolph, John Taylor, or Florence Griffith? So this one I actually fooled Kyle on. This is, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of people on this guessing Jesse Owens because he's very well known.
He's the most well known for sure,
and kicked some serious amount of ass in the 1936 Olympics. But it's actually John Taylor was the first to ever win a gold medal as an African American. Back in, I'm trying to remember. I think it was 1912 or something.
It was actually quite a while earlier because Jesse Owens was 36.
Yes. So that one I got everyone on. So what do we have here? I think more people got.
I think people did a little bit better this round.
A little bit better, yeah.
All depends on how fast they were answering.
All right, so we got Curtis is on the board. 1. Cedar Sense has got 2, tied with Sean. And let's see, Hero got 1. All right, let's do this. Round number 4.
I don't remember any of the questions from this one. So
yeah, I think at this point you weren't really there helping me with the. This is gonna be. I want you to try to answer these ones if you don't know them.
All right.
Just curious. See how you do.
I mean, I'm gonna be awesome.
These last 2 rounds, I really tried to pull out some of the obscure. I shouldn't say obscure, but the less famous sports in the summer ones too, like archery and things like that. So, at least a few times.
All right, number 1. Which country is not in the top 10 all-time Summer Olympic medal count? Sweden, spelled it wrong again. Australia, Switzerland, or Hungary.
I just like having my name in the name of a country.
I'm going to go with Switzerland.
Kyle goes with Switzerland. So a lot of people with Hungary. So Hungary is actually number 8 all time.
They were my first. They were my first thought, but then I thought it was maybe that was too obvious.
Curtis says Sweden again. You know, Curtis, I think this is the last time I put Sweden in there, and I'm glad. Yeah. So Hungary, which would have been my guess, actually is number 8 all time. But everyone else went with Switzerland. Wow, a lot of people hating on the Swiss. I actually would have guessed Hungary or Sweden, to be honest, not Switzerland, but what you gonna do?
All right, number 2. What country did not participate in the 1980 Olympics due to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan? Hungary, USA, United Kingdom, France. I know this. I'll wait till the end. I don't want to give away the answer. All right, it is the US of A.
The US of A.
Because they almost boycotted the Winter Games, too.
Mm-hmm. And
so they boycotted the Summer Games and then almost boycotted the Winter ones.
That's a pretty big deal, if you think about it. And I believe it's because they were taking place in Moscow, and that's why they boycotted it. Was for that reason, because of the invasion, and it took place in Moscow. So I think if it was any other country, I think they would have still participated, but no one picked the UK. That would be my second guess.
Yeah, me too, I think. All right, the Summer and Winter Olympics were both held the same calendar year until when? 1980, 1988, 2000, 1986.
Kyle and I, this one I did talk to Kyle about. I did not realize, and neither of us realized that they actually used to be.
I had completely forgotten that they were in the same year. I think it was 80, wasn't it?
No, so it was 1988 is when the committee decided. 1986 was the last one they were together, but then 88 was when they decided to split everything up. I believe. I'm trying to remember now because.
Well, it couldn't be 86 anyway because it would be every 4 years.
Or maybe it was 86 when they decided to. Yeah, I was gonna say it is 86 because it was in between Olympics. They decided to split it up.
Okay,
and that's how the split happened, is they did it in that year. So then you had a Winter Olympics and then that's what it was. All these dates.
What city has hosted the Summer Olympics the most? Tokyo, London, Los Angeles, Paris.
All right, Kyle, what's your guess?
I'm going to go with LA.
Kyle's going LA.
London, I think, was just 2012. Tokyo obviously is this year, but I don't remember it ever being there previous. And I think I'm going to go LA.
A lot of people going LA. Actually, it was London. LA has done it twice. Will soon be 3. London has hosted it 3 times. 1908, I think it was 1912, and then 2012. Something. It was around those times. It was very early on, and then so London's done it 3 different times. Tokyo now 2, Los Angeles 2, and Paris has done, I believe, 2 or maybe 1. But London and LA will both have 3 at the end of this decade.
Caden, the only one.
Well, I think Caden, I could be wrong. I believe Caden's actually from the UK.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Caden, but not that would necessarily give him the edge on that. But
Number 5, in the 1900 Summer Games, what was used as a target for archery? A bullseye, live pigeons, sandbags, or balloons? So I feel like it's got to be like 2 or 4. I feel like it's got to be something totally different than what they do now. I don't think they'd use a bullseye back then. I'm going to go with live pigeons just because that seems like so random.
Messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. So 1900 Summer Games, they actually used live pigeons for archery, which begs the question, did they fly around and you had to hit them, or did they just tie them down? I don't know that answer.
Well, then what do you do when the pigeons fly off? Do they just have a stable of pigeons that they just continuously keep letting out?
I'm going to guess it wasn't I'm sure guessing it wasn't like skeet where they let them fly. I'm guessing they pinned them down somehow or something. I don't know. It's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people got it though.
All right, so it looks like we got a couple new people on the board. So Dirk's got 2 now. Brooke has got 1, and Caden's got 1.
Nobody running away with this game though. I don't think.
No, this is a really
people with 2s and 1s, right?
This is a really tight one going into the final round. Do you want to read this one off?
Final frame. What's that?
Do you want to read this one off?
Yeah, I can read it. All right, you got to come up with a bonus question then, just for fun.
I do have a bonus question. So.
Oh.
I already have one in place.
Oh shit!
Don't worry.
Got all amped up, ready to read the question, and it does the stupid lag. All right, number 1. What was the last Olympics where the U.S. men's basketball team didn't win the gold medal? 2000, 2004, 1996, 2008.
Oh, Caden said he was in America. I don't know why I thought Caden was living in the UK. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
A lot of people going with 2.
Kyle, what's your guess on this one?
Oh, I know it's number 2. They Argentina won the gold that year. The U.S. got bronze.
Yeah. How are they doing?
That's why in 08 they came out with the Redeem team and they brought in Kobe and a few other vets to kind of steady it. And that was, of course, that's when Bron wasn't as basically the prime, the ultimate prime right there. So was 08, but yeah, 04 they were, if I remember it, they were really young. Because, that was right after Melo came into the league and LeBron and
Yeah.
I think if I remember right, they were really young, so that's when they brought in Coach K after that, and then a bunch of more experienced vets to give them leadership. All right, number 2. Who won 4 gold medals in the 1936 Olympics? Jacob Smith, Roger Bannister, Jesse Owens, Joe Louis. So 36 definitely would be Jesse Owens. Roger Bannister, is that the guy that was like the first one to ever run a sub 4-minute mile?
Yeah. We also found out he was knighted. Fun fact, he's Sir Roger Bannister.
Joe Louis, heavyweight champ of the world, but he wouldn't have been able to win 4 gold medals because
Jacob Smith was just a made up name. So I didn't fool anybody with Jacob Smith, unfortunately.
Would that have been after Joe Louis's time anyway? Like, wasn't he heavyweight champ prior to that?
Yeah, I think he was like teens and 20s of.
Because the 30s would have been like, that movie Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe. Wouldn't that have been like that time period?
Yeah. What
year was the first modern Olympics held? 1900, 1908, 1896, 1912.
Interesting. I think I stumped him on this one.
I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go 1896.
Is there a particular reason?
Well, it's the only one that's not in the 1900s.
Okay, very good, educated guess. It is 1896.
That was kind of the main reason, just because that seemed just like a interesting date.
Well, I think technologically speaking, I think that the world had advanced enough where you could get the world together for a couple weeks and not have everything go to crap and have it take months to happen. Now I got a few people on that one. I actually thought a lot less people.
Steph says trust science. That's right. Number 4. What is the most appearances in different Olympic games?
For one person.
Oh, okay. 10, 8, 5, or 7.
What's your guess?
I gotta do some quick math here to figure out how. I'm gonna go with 7.
It's actually 10. There's a guy from England who has been to 10 Olympics.
It's a 40-year time span.
He was an equestrian. So it's a little cheating because I feel like your career as an equestrian probably goes a lot further than say basketball or something a little harder on your body. But I feel like even equestrian, the guy's I think he's 77 now. So I mean, the last games he played was London. So I think he was mid 60s. That's pretty impressive.
Wow, that is really impressive.
10 Olympic games. That is amazing. I would have guessed 5, just like a lot of people. Because even 5 just seems like unreal.
Yeah. What team did not qualify for the 2020 Olympics in handball? Bahrain, Argentina, USA, or Germany? I'm going to say the US. I feel like we probably have a really shitty handball team.
Kyle, why are you hating on the US? We're good at everything.
I'm just saying, I feel like
except for handball, because we did not make it. Handball and soccer we suck at, apparently. But no, we did not. Out of 300 million people, I figured we could have fielded a handball team when a country like Bahrain.
How many players are on a handball team at once?
Like on the court?
Yeah.
I had probably 5, 6. I don't really know.
I feel like it'd be so much fun.
It's been so long since we did it in high school, but
yeah, it's been
it was in a small gym, so a lot of people, they knew the US just not good at handball, apparently.
All right, this is going to be interesting.
All right, so Cedar Sense, let's see, gets up to 3.
See, that's the question that Cedar Sense was waiting for right there. He's all about that handball.
Curtis gets 2, and Caden gets 2. So it looks like Cedar Sense does pull out the dub right at the end. So well done. That was a good one. Actually, everyone started to do a little better once I made the questions. I'm just throwing it out there. Once I did the questions. I do have a final, though. Let me see. Okay. Is everyone ready? Yeah, Caden came in second with a few other people, and he missed the first round. So All right. So you can type in. I don't really know if you want to say closest or whoever. I guess whoever gets it first. So before COVID, there were 2 different Olympic Games that have been canceled ever. What was the reason for the most recent one that was before COVID? The most recent. What would have been the reason for the most recent cancellation of Olympic Games? First one to type it in correctly gets a kudos. Do you remember the kudos bars?
It was the Soviets invading Afghanistan, right?
No. Still had it. Well, Mitch was close. I mean, he was not specific enough, but yep, Dirk was right. WW2 and World War I both were the only 2 other reasons other than COVID why the Olympic sports were canceled. So 1940 and I think it was 1916. So, and 1944. I'm sorry, they were closed 3 times other than COVID. So yeah, World War II actually did it twice. That would be a really bad reason to have.
Curtis says being pods.
Oh boy. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Cedar Sense, great job. Congrats for winning. Those who are watching not live, guys, join us every Monday, every Wednesday at 9:30. It's fun to play live. We'll be back on Wednesday with general trivia. We're gonna have film, history, geography, all the fun stuff and things. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Have a great night, guys.